Welcome to Cavalier Coaches Corner. I'm host Marissa Steitler.
And I'm Caden Peterson, joined with Chillicothe football coach Scott Bartholomew.
After a tough loss last week, how have your players responded in practice?
Honestly, we've had a really good week of practice. One of the things high school kids in general really like, they like a routine. They like to know what's going on and what time they're where. And this week with the heat, we had to change times of practice. We were indoors some, we were outdoors some. Then we had a storm the other night, and I felt like our kids really kept their focus and had a really good week of practice. I was really proud of them.
How do you plan to approach the upcoming game against London tonight?
London's a very physical, run downhill at you team. They want to challenge you at the line of scrimmage, and then once they're able to establish that, they'll try to throw something over top. But they really don't want to throw the ball if they don't have to. So last year we were in a very good ball game with them early in the season. I think it was 13-0 with maybe just a few minutes left to go in the game, and they were able to put another score in. I think it made it 21. I look for it to be a very physical game up at the line of scrimmage, and hopefully we can read our keys and keep them from hitting the big play on a pass play, which it's not really their forte, but because they run the ball so well, sometimes they get that type of play off.
What impact do you think the extreme temperatures will have on the athletes' physical strength and endurance?
I think sometimes the heat and things like that affect some of those adults more than it does the kids. You usually early in the season like this, you might see some kids have cramps. We talk to our kids about eating right and eating a good diet and trying to drink throughout the week. Trying to drink a bunch of fluids today, it's not really the most beneficial thing to you. So you got to really make sure you do it all week long. And I think our kids have listened to us, and they're trying to do those things, try to stay away from the pop and those kind of things. And so you hope that the conditioning that you've had throughout the year helps out in this situation. But just because you can be one of the best conditioned athletes on the team and still get cramps, sometimes it's a funny thing. So it just depends. But I think we'll be okay with the heat. I think our kids are in pretty good shape, and I think they try to do the right thing. So I hope it doesn't bother us.
Rapid fire question, round one. Who worked hardest at practice yesterday?
Oh, well, I tell you what, our scout team's done an outstanding job. I'd hate to just point out one of them. I think that, part of the thing for your varsity to get better is your scout team has to give you a good look, and they have to challenge you. And I feel like this week, the guys that were on the scout team did a great job of that. So I'd say them in general.
Mm-hmm.
How many people projectile vomited at practice?
Just your boyfriend yesterday. He was running quite a bit on some pass routes and things, and they said that his stomach's been bothering him, and so that was he did get upset, but the trainer was right there and got him some fluids, and by the end of practice, he was fine.
Who is the most likely to take notes during film review?
Well, I don't know if any of them take notes. I think maybe mental notes. I think that everybody tries to listen and pay attention, but I'll be honest with you, the one guy I'm talking to the team and addressing the team that I always notice is paying attention to every word I say, and I'm pretty sure it sinks in is James Whitaker. James doesn't. He doesn't get a play. He's a senior that's really did everything he could do, but he's not to where he needs to be to get on the field. But I really believe he's 100% a team player. He cares about his teammates, and he pays attention to everything I say whenever I'm addressing the team.
Mm-hmm.
Who is the loudest student in the C section?
I don't know that. You think it was you? You think you were the one? No, not you. I don't know. Last week, there was so much focus on the game, I didn't even get a chance to turn around and see what was going on. But I do appreciate all their efforts. I know that Mr. Boltonhouse has towels for them this week, and it'll be nice to hopefully we can do something to give you a reason to be waving those towels around.
What is your favorite C-section theme?
I like the beach theme when they all dress up with the beach colors and they're bright and stuff like that. I think the kids enjoy that too, so I think that's probably one more enjoyable ones.
Mm.
How long does it take you to unwind after a Friday night football game?
Oh, it just depends on the game. Right now, when I was younger, it would used to carry over. My children would probably tell you that if we lost, it would probably be till Tuesday or Wednesday the next week before I was really out of that mood of hating to lose. As I've gotten older, I still hate to lose, but I've learned to handle it and control it better and not take it out on other people. And so I'd say over the weekend, when we're not successful, it bothers me a while. Now, the one thing I want to say with this group, I know that we lost on Friday and we got a really tough game this Friday, but our kids are doing everything they can, and that helps me a lot. The fact that we don't win kind of gets offset by knowing that our kids prepared and worked hard and paid attention to everything the coaches were saying to get better. That always helps you a little bit, with things. And so you're going the right direction.
Okay. Which college football team are you rooting for this weekend?
I'm one of those. I'm a very loyal Ohio person. I grew up being a Buckeye fan. I'm a Browns fan, and I'm a Reds fan, and I just believe in that because that's where I grew up, and those are the teams I root for. I know that your generation and everybody, you got cable TV and you got that stuff, so you get to see a lot of other teams. I know I'm old. You guys always tease me about being old, but I'm old enough that when we only had 3 channels. So you got to see the Browns, you got to see the Buckeyes, and you got to see the Reds. Yeah. And so those are the teams I got to watch growing up, and so those are the teams I still root for today.
Mm-hmm. Coach, thanks for coming in, and good luck. For Cavalier Coach's Corner, I'm Marissa Steitler.
And I'm Gaden Peterson. Good luck, and go Cavs.